Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. Deep in Ethiopia lies one of the most extreme environments on Earth, the Danakil Depression. This place is a volcanic cauldron of boiling acid pools, jagged salt flats, and neon-colored sulfur springs. It's often called the hottest inhabited place on Earth, with daytime temperatures soaring above 50 Celsius. The ground here is painted in toxic greens, yellows, and oranges, colors more fitting for Venus than Earth. The landscape is shaped by the pulling apart of tectonic plates, which allows magma and gases to rise close to the surface. Despite its intense conditions, the local Afar people have lived here for centuries, mining salt from the scorching earth. Walking through the Danakil Depression feels like exploring the surface of an alien planet, hot, hostile, and completely hypnotic. Socotra Island, Yemen. Just off the coast of Yemen lies Socotra Island, one of the most isolated and unusual ecosystems on Earth. It's often described as the most alien-looking place on the planet, and with good reason. Nearly 40% of its plant species are found nowhere else in the world. The most iconic feature is the dragon's blood tree. With its umbrella-shaped canopy and thick, gnarled trunk, it looks like it belongs in a fantasy world. When cut, the tree bleeds a bright red sap, hence the name. The island also has swollen desert roses, strange reptiles, and ghostly limestone caves. Because of its isolation, evolution here took a very different path, giving rise to life forms that resemble something from another planet. Socotra is not just a biodiversity hotspot, it's a window into what life might look like on alien worlds. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. In the high plains of Bolivia lies the largest salt flat in the world, Salar de Uyuni. Covering over 10,000 square kilometers, it stretches farther than the eye can see, forming a white, endless landscape that seems to blur the line between land and sky. But it gets even more surreal when it rains. A thin layer of water transforms the flat into the world's biggest mirror, perfectly reflecting the sky above. It creates the illusion of walking on the clouds, something so unreal it's often mistaken for a digital effect. The salt crust itself forms perfect geometric patterns that stretch in every direction. Underneath lies one of the world's largest reserves of lithium, a key material used in modern batteries. NASA even uses Salar de Uyuni to calibrate satellites. It's a place where science meets magic and where the Earth appears to dissolve into the sky. The door to hell, Turkmenistan. In the deserts of Turkmenistan, there's a gaping hole in the earth that has been burning nonstop for more than 50 years. It's called the door to hell, and it truly lives up to its name. In 1971, Soviet geologists were drilling for natural gas when the ground suddenly collapsed, creating a massive crater. To stop the spread of methane gas, they lit it on fire, thinking it would burn out in a few days. But decades later, the fire is still raging. The crater is about 70 meters wide and 30 meters deep. At night, the flames flicker against the dark sky, creating a glowing inferno in the middle of nowhere. There are no fences, no tourist centers, just fire and heat in the vast desert. Standing near the edge feels like staring into a living, breathing volcano. The door to hell is one of Earth's most haunting and visually stunning accidents. Lake Natron, Tanzania. Northern Tanzania is home to one of the strangest lakes on the planet, Lake Natron. This blood-red body of water looks like something from a horror film, and its eerie reputation is well earned. The lake's deep red color comes from salt-loving algae that thrive in its highly alkaline water. The water's pH can reach levels as high as 10.5, and temperatures can climb to nearly 60 Celsius. Small animals and birds that die in the lake become calcified, essentially turned into statues. Their bodies are preserved in haunting detail, appearing frozen in time. It's not magic, it's chemistry. Despite the harsh conditions, Lake Natron is a critical breeding ground for flamingos, who thrive here thanks to the lack of predators. It's a place of sharp contrast, beauty and danger, life and death, all coexisting in a landscape that looks painted in blood. Mount Roraima, Venezuela. On the border of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana stands Mount Roraima, one of the oldest and most mysterious geological formations on Earth. This massive tabletop mountain, known as a tepui, rises over 2,800 meters above sea level. Its sheer cliffs and flat summit create a world completely isolated from the jungle below. The top is often shrouded in clouds, giving it the nickname the floating island. The ecosystem on top of Roraima is home to plants and animals that exist nowhere else, many of them adapted to nutrient-poor soil and constant rain. Some parts of the summit are covered in black rock fields, carved by millions of years of erosion into bizarre shapes. Legends from local tribes say the mountain is the remains of a giant tree that once connected Earth to the heavens. And when you see it, you might just believe it. This lost world inspired stories by explorers and writers alike, and remains one of the most otherworldly places on the planet. Pamukkale, Turkey. Our final destination takes us to southwestern Turkey, where Pamukkale, meaning cotton castle in Turkish, offers a dreamy, snow-white landscape like no other. At first glance, it looks like a frozen waterfall or snowy hillside, but it's actually made of soft white mineral called travertine, deposited over centuries by flowing hot spring water. These thermal waters form natural terraces and shallow blue pools, giving Pamukkale a truly alien look. The contrast of white mineral steps and turquoise water is so surreal, it feels like nature's version of a luxury spa on the moon. People have bathed in these healing waters for thousands of years. Right next to it are the ruins of the ancient Roman city of Hierapolis, built to take advantage of the springs. Today, Pamukkale is protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and its soft, glistening steps continue to enchant visitors from all over the world. Which one of these would you want to visit the most? Let us know in the comments below.